What's good, homies and homettes? Today on Reflecting with Chris, we're going to talk a little bit about Andrew Tate. Now, not sure if you guys are aware or not, a lot of people are. He just got arrested today for sex trafficking charges, which is fucking crazy. Let's talk about that a little bit. Now, before we talk about this, check this out. He got arrested today, which is December the 29th. Look at this photo right here. This article is literally from yesterday. You see that number? You see it? 33. Again, guys, that number tends to pop up in several ways, and it tends to pop up dealing with people that have a high level of influence. And I think it's fair to say that Andrew Tate has a huge level of influence, guys. Huge. He is the definition of high influence. Let me tell you something. At least once a week, I got somebody in my DM or somebody I know personally asking me, what do I think about Andrew Tate? You know what I mean? So definitely has a high level of influence. He's really popular amongst the red pill community. Now, the funny thing about this sex trafficking organized crime charge is his house was actually raided back in April, right? He actually talked about this shit on the podcast. He was actually on a podcast talking about this shit recently.
I go up and said hello. They go, police, open the door. We're going to break the door. I didn't do anything wrong, so I didn't understand what the problem was. Open the door. They sent the big man squad for me. Full SWAT, tasers drawn. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? They'll come in here. And there's 5 of them. And he said, listen, I don't know what they want you for. It's just my job to bring you in. Even if you're innocent, you can explain to the detective.
Wow. Yeah, his house got raided back in April, and there was no charges filed. So apparently, charges are now being filed. So they must have some kind of evidence, or they must think they have some kind of evidence, or this could very well be a play to shut him up. You know, as you guys may or may not know, there has been attempts to pretty much silence this man on social media. And a lot of people think this is another attempt to silence him. If anybody follows Andrew Tate, he pretty much spoke this shit into existence. Look at this clip right here.
The truth is this. So I knew it was coming. I absolutely not knew it was coming because of how orchestrated it was. The only thing, and I'll state this at the beginning, the only reason I'm upset by being canceled is because I've expired one of my lives. Because first you get canceled, then they make up a reason to put you in jail. And if that fails, they kill you.
You know, so as you see, he pretty much spoke this shit into existence. Apparently, he feels like there's people out there trying to silence him for speaking the truth. You know, that could very well be true, guys. You know, at the end of the day, this just happened today. Who knows, a week from now, these charges might get dropped. You know, I'm hoping this shit is not true. You know, this very well could be true, you know. But let me tell you this. Nothing Andrew Tate is saying that hasn't already been said. People have been talking about this system, have been talking about this matrix that we're living in for years. People have been going against the feminist agenda for years. You know, so my personal opinion, I found it hard to believe that, you know, arresting him is an attempt to silence him. You know, that's just my opinion. But again, he just got arrested today. So we got to see how this shit plays out. I look very forward to seeing what Andrew Tate has to say about this. And I look very forward to seeing how this shit plays out. One thing we got to understand, guys, is just because you're arrested for something don't make you guilty. That's why in this country, at least it's supposed to be this way. You're supposed to be in this country. I can't speak for other countries. I live in USA. It's supposed to be innocent till proven guilty. But as we know, guys, we know better. In a court of public opinion, you tend to be guilty until proven innocent. Unless you got power of influence. If you got power of influence, you got a lot of fans, people out to worship you, people tend to give you a benefit of a doubt. You know, people tend to give you a benefit of a doubt. I don't want to talk too much about the situation because quite frankly, I don't know anything. We don't know anything at all. All we know is this. His house was raided in April for some kind of sex trafficking, holding women against their will. You know, he never got charged with anything. He addressed it on a podcast not too long ago. Fast forward to now, here he is getting arrested for sex trafficking, organized crime charges. That is literally all we know. So I don't want to talk too much about this shit because I don't want to say something that I got to take back. So hopefully more details come out, hopefully more facts come out, and we can come back and talk about this a little more. But again, guys, y'all see that number 33. Again, I think the universe, low-key, wants me to do a video explaining the power of 33. And of course, just numbers in general. Numbers, guys, math is literally the language of the universe. Okay? Math is universal language. So numbers are very important. Even look at the Bible. What is the 4th book of the Holy Bible? Numbers. Numbers. Again, guys, maybe in the future we'll talk a little bit about numbers. One thing you got to understand is this. These religions claim to be the truth, right? So technically, science is a religion as well. Science is a religion as well because at the end of the day, these facts can be proven. These statements, these claims have measurable proof to back them up. So you have scientists, those are technically prophets. Nikola Tesla, prophet. Einstein, prophet. Newton, prophet. And the list goes on. And one thing Nikola Tesla said, if you only knew the magnificence of 3, 6, and 9, you would have a key to the universe. He gave y'all some cold game before he died. Also, look at this right here. It's a documented fact that when Tesla would swim, he had to swim exactly 33 laps. See, whether you realize it or not, the universe is working through certain people. It's working through certain vessels to deliver you guys a message. Like it or not, Nikola Tesla left us behind some amazing messages that still applies today. Well, anyway, guys, don't want to talk too long. I'll see you at the next video. Be sure to follow me on my Instagram page, Reflecting with Chris. Okay? And also, if you're into working out, you're trying to get in shape, you're trying to look good for the summer, you're trying to get whole ready, follow me at Beast Mode Jones. As always, much love to you guys. See you later. Bam.